Hello, hello, hello. Sunday morning, I woke up early this morning. I just came in from outside. I had a lovely walk around, and the house is just coming awake here in Florida, still at our daughter's, and I'm ready to go home. It's weird. I love being here, I love being around them, but I really have been gone for so long. I'm gonna stop saying that. Health update. Feeling great. I got on the scale, but I wanna take the focus off the scale because I think too many times, I know personally, I'm just gonna speak from me. I'm only gonna speak from me. When I want to get healthy, want to lose weight, the end of the day, that's what I'm after. Happy, oh, is it St. Patrick's Day, Michelle? Happy St. Patrick's Day. I should put on something green today. But anyway, the first thing I do is I get stuck with the scale. When I came out of the hospital, I lost a lot of weight in a week. It was water weight. The scale's just basically been staying the same. So Thursday, I'm going to start doing weigh-ins on Thursday. I'm just going to start doing a morning weigh-in on Thursday. I'll do a YouTube about it. I will take you, you'll go on the scale with me. So whatever the scale, and I'm also going to be kind of fully clothed. So, because that's what you are when you go into the doctor's office. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the focus off the scale and make sure I'm moving more. When I get home, my Fitbit is at home. You'll see me with my Fitbit on all the time. I don't know if there's a way for us to sync or link. I'm gonna look at that. But yeah, move more, and I'm so excited about this. I want to focus on making food that is so yummy and satisfying and good for me. Not processed food. Yeah, no more packs of this, and yeah, it's just not, it's not good for your body. Definitely not good for my body. And I'm not going to preach. Enough of the preaching. I feel great today. Yesterday, I'm so proud of myself. I got all of the addresses that I'm sending out onto a spreadsheet, so it'll be easy to use when I get home to print out labels. Actually, I might go ahead and print them out here. My daughter has labels on a printer. We do at home too, but it'll be one more step of something I don't have to do when I get home. And something super cool happened. This was so beautiful. Gastric sleeve tomorrow. Yay, Michelle, that's awesome. That's so good. Good luck on your journey. That's amazing. Something really cool happened last night. We were just engrossed in a family evening where everybody was in the living room and I was not looking at my phone, which I love times like that. And when I went to bed, I have these glasses that I wear that help me. Sorry. The glasses help me see the screen better. And they're the blue glasses that stop the whatever happened, the bad stuff for your eyes. And the blue light, that's what they filter out. Anyway, I was checking my emails and going through things. And my email for my PayPal, there is a TikTok person, who PayPal'd me $40 to help with the postage for the bookmarks. How sweet was that? Casey, hello, good morning. I can believe it. People are kind and good and lovely. But I'm thinking, I've been complaining probably on TikTok or wherever, and I shouldn't do it. I'm so happy to be sending out the bookmarks. Oh, and I have a little surprise. I have these other bookmarks from back in 2007, 2008, 2008, I think. I wrote a book, Little Changes. Morton and I bicycled up the East Coast of America, and I wrote a book about it. And I had these bookmarks made. And it was like crazy amounts of press and people watching. It was before social media. And, but on the first day that book came out, that book, like, I had all these people who wanted to buy it. And I did a thing where I think I ordered 1,200 copies and they sold out in the first day. But I have 5,000 bookmarks printed up to give away. And so I still have, Melanie, I still have bookmarks from my book Little Changes. So I think I'm going to stick one of those in with the, they're a really pretty bookmark. Very pretty. It just says anything is possible, which I'm a big believer of. I think I'm going to stick one of those in there. I'll put it on a scale and weigh it, but I think 2 bookmarks in an envelope will go for 1 stamp. So we'll see. If you're one of the people getting a bookmark, now you know you're going to get a little bonus. And the bookmarks came to the church yesterday. I'm really ready to be home. I love being here. This is day 2, I think, of not feeling nauseous when I take the medicine. So I think my body's getting used to the medicine. And I've also been reassured that on the medicine that I'm on, the Eliquis, that new blood clots won't be forming. I'm gonna get up, like I've been here, I have been doing this. What the heck? I got on my bag there. I think today I'm gonna pack. I got a lot of stuff to pack, but I've just been doing, getting up, moving around, move it. And I was just out for a walk. So on the way home, we're gonna stop about every hour and a half, get out, walk around, and we're gonna get a room. We're gonna stop, I think we're gonna stop in Florence, South Carolina, because it's a good halfway point. And we're gonna go down, or we're gonna go home up 95. We had been thinking about going through Asheville, but the hotels are more expensive that way, and I'm really, really ready to get home. Really ready to get home. So I have just so many things I want to get doing. So I think I'm gonna start. Maybe packing today. I wanted to paint a little bit today. This was the little carnation that they had given me. I should have just showed you how I did this. I wanna save this flower. It's from the hospital. So you can take this off to dry separately, which is what I'm gonna do. And then this is I'm just kind of mushing this down. And you can kind of almost, rather than just sticking a whole fluffy carnation in a book to press it, that looks like a little skirt that way, doesn't it? Looks like a little skirt. I'm gonna spread it out like that and now put it into press. I gotta find something to press it in. Oh, I have my notebook here. And press it right in. I mean my watercolor book. Press it right in there. And then the same way with this. I'm gonna press it like this because I'll use it in one part. Oh man, that would have been fairy wings if that would have torn this way. We might be able to make that happen. Yep. Fairy wings. I love it. I'm gonna press that too. And I'm just pressing them here. I'll show you on here. I'm just pressing them in my watercolor book. It won't take long down here. I'm gonna actually stick them down towards the back. I'm gonna turn that into a little angel. Pop them right in there how I want them. Perfect. And I want to finish this painting. I need to put some definition on my rose here. The rest of it is done, but the rose needs some definition. I'm gonna do that just now. And I'm gonna start doing, I think I'm gonna start putting things on my Facebook or Instagram. Items that I have for sale, original paintings that I have for sale. I'm gonna load this up with white and then come in here to the red. Oh, the red's really runny. I'm gonna come into the pink now. I don't mind blending colors like this. And now in here, I have everything back painted. That it's gonna be too thick if I take it on out there. I love that petal. Happy with that one. Let's take a petal here and pull this in just a little bit. We need more red. More red. Yeah. You just want to have some different shades to get your different depth. Maybe even put a bit of this purple on it. Oh, that's great. Going into the dried purple. It darkens it down a little bit. So right here in the center, I'm gonna make some little shapes around in here. Put some of that there. Blend this down a little bit. Take this and blend this out a little bit. Just to create some battlefields. I love this. I'm gonna take this paint here and I'm gonna go right in here with it. And I'm gonna put a little bit of noise. Just a little bit of noise, some little spots. And I think that's all the back painting that I'm gonna do with that one. I love it. I'll make a new thing on Instagram and drop originals on there. That I still have that one left. The other ones are all sold. This one, and these are all my paint. I underpainted these with the ink at the Chateau in France. These are very well traveled. These have been to France. I love this one. I love how that looks. That's gonna be beautiful in a frame. These two kind of feel like they would play really well together. This one, I had a specific thought when I was doing this one. The thought was a crocus. You know the purple crocus that you see in the spring? That's what the thought was on this one. Let me see if I can get a little bit of purple going on here. I'll lift you over here and show you. I'm kind of just doing this right here. Take some blue up here. Oh, that's good. I want some white. Some white in here. Oh yes, that's better. A little bit of blue. Grab it from off of there. Let's take some more of this pink. That's the color I'm looking for. Well, no, not. That's not even it. A little bit darker blue. want the pink to be, or the purple to be very vibrant. Maybe this one. You know, just the color I want to make. Have you ever done that when you're making oh, here we go. This is the magic. Okay, I'm not going to mix this the whole way. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to just dip into water. I need clean water to dip into. I don't have a little thing out here, so I'm just going to go like this. Boop. As long as I don't spread it around, it'll stay good. Whenever you're painting a big expanse like this, you want to do a nice, long, steady stroke. That's what you want. Oh, I love that color. And look, it gets lighter to the middle. That's what we want. I love that one. Okay, so I need to make all of these leaves like that. And I already have my black ink on here to divide. I don't want to let these touch each other. And that one's going to be a little bit darker, so I'll put some more pigment onto there. These are the Van Gogh watercolors that I'm using. Oh, I love that. Love that. I'm going to go one more time. I might go one layer deeper on this when it's dry too. That little bit of there in the middle, I'm going to let for going yellow. So I'm going to dip this in my dirty water and come over here and grab some of this blue and go back in here. Because this one I wanted to have a different look to it. And I didn't load enough up on my brush. I'm going to load the darker part from the outer edge on this. I hope you're having a lovely day. Just paint that gently back and forth. And remember, if you just dip straight in the bottle and come right out, your clean water will stay clean. And I'm just going to come up here gently. And I don't want a harsh line here. I don't want that harsh line. So I'm just going to kind of dab at it and take it up a little bit. Give it some maybe a little curvature. Bring it back down here a little bit. Almost make a little highlight on that petal. And then with the stuff I have on here, I noticed a little white spot there. A little white spot there, there, and there. Oops. That's good. And then here I'm just gonna wisp. Just gonna wisp a little bit of this up here. Look at, see how it gives it that flower feel? I love that. Okay, now down here I want to get that same purple, maybe kind of ish. That's so, when I just painted this with the ink in France on the night I was painting the moons. I should have started with my yellow, but I didn't. I'm gonna come to my green just now into my dirty water and into my green. And I like to grab a couple different greens. I'll even grab a little bit of, that one's more of a blue. And this one I'm gonna take and make the big long streak with this first one. Paint it right to the edge. With watercolors, I think a lot of people get intimidated with them. I think they're so fun and easy to work with because look, we can go right back in here, dip this in straight in and out, and then we don't have to worry about grabbing more paint. We just take this paint to spread with water. The water does the magic stuff. That color of purple is perfect for that flower. And here, if you don't want the hard edge, just give it a little, coax it a little bit. This is a pretty one to be painting for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, you know what I might even do for this one? I'm gonna do this again. Show you this. Into here, here. I might even do this. I might even do some little field of shamrocks here. I might do that. I'm loving these colors. I'm gonna put some more of the dark green here on this side. And take it right up to the edge on here. And then down into the water. Dunk and pull. That one a little bit came off, that's okay. And this is super wet and juicy here. This will, this is gonna need a little dabbing. I got a little carried away. I wanna let that nice lighter highlight there in the middle. I wanna erase any kind of line feel that I have. Maybe even pull some little veins up through here. The leaves have some variegation on them. Maybe. Liking that, almost combing through the paint. I don't know that I'm gonna need to dab it. That part up there looks so cool. I think I'm gonna leave that. And then this little part here is just gonna become like a little piece of grass right here. And a little stem right there. Now I have almost all of this green off of my brush. Thanks, Michelle. I have all that green off of my brush. I'm gonna go in here, dip it in. I'm gonna come down here. I wanna ground this painting. So I'm just gonna come down here. This is gonna get my green tones are gonna stay the same. I want to ground this painting. And see how my water is getting lighter every little time I go plunging in here. More and more colors coming off. I want this to be a soft green. This is green we want to walk in. One more time. And it's okay to leave like a little bit of white in there too. Now over here, I'm not gonna have that on my brush to come out. So I'm gonna need to dip it in here. And I'm just from off my paint box, which is looking messy. And I'm gonna start on the outer edge. Just come back in behind here. This will be our St. Patrick's Day. The crocuses and things are definitely blooming in Ireland just now, for sure. I love that part. I love how that looks. We want this to be super faint. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, now this is pretty clean, so I'm gonna come in here, but it did. I'm gonna do the same way with this yellow. I'm gonna mix up a bunch. I'm gonna come in here and just put this little pop of yellow right in here in the middle. I'm gonna dab that because the little center part of this, that little center part, it always looks like it's like that, like it's see how that made it textured looking? That's what I'm going for there. I'm loving it. I don't know, I kind of want to let this dry. Kind of want to paint something in the background too. maybe let's make this rolling beautiful fields. This is, if you've ever been to Ireland, you'll know this feeling. There are, let's come up here. There are hills, every color of green you can imagine, and fields. Let's make some fields here. Let's pull a field down here. Rolling, 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 fields and hills for miles and miles. I always think it's so beautiful in Ireland when you're somewhere where you can see the sea. I'm gonna take this yellow or this brush and go down in here, and I'm gonna pull this. I'm just gonna go right here at the edge. Right here at the edge. And right up at the tippy top. And we're gonna come over here to this side. We gotta get some more green. We're going full out St. Patrick's Day for this one. We're gonna come over here and do some more hills. Up here, big tall one. Take that color right behind there. It almost looks like grass up there at the top of that one. I'm gonna go into the water and we're gonna come down. And I think we're gonna come down this way. And pull this down this way. I love how that's looking up there. I'm not gonna touch that. Up at the top. That part's, I love that so much. I wanna load my brush up like that again, into the dirty water. Dark, dark green. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna get this hill going up this way. That one's really dark. I love that. I was gonna paint sky on this one. I don't think we need the sky. I think this is a beautiful little crocus sitting at the bottom of beautiful Irish hills. It is very sweet. Morton and I, we've been to Ireland together a bunch of times. And every time I'd go, I'd say to him, "Oh my goodness, look at all that. Did you ever see all that? Look at those green fields." And it was so sweet because Morton would say to me, "Scotland has green fields too." It was really cute. Okay, I'm gonna dip down in here and just pull this color right down. Morton. It's funny how people come, like, it wasn't like he took offense, but he was like, "Hey, don't run off to, don't run off to Ireland. I'm gonna dab this." Just because it felt like it needed it just a little bit. Maybe I'll put the tiniest of blue up at the top. Okay, so this green here, slightly different shade of I should have put some water through there. Let's put a little bit of water. Let's put a little bit of water. We'll put a little stream coming through here back behind this. Water, blue, spread. And I'm gonna let a little bit of white here and there, just because it's a good thing. And I don't necessarily want to do it as straight lines, going all over. Into the blue again, a little bit darker blue here. And my green is nice and dry down here, so it's not going to run into there. And see what I mean about the straight edge? We just don't want the water to look like it's got straight lines in it. I love that. That's so pretty. I'm gonna put it up. Oh, that's not a leaf. Never mind. Yeah, the water, and then we'll put a little bit of the blue up at the sky. I'm gonna come back in here and put some more water over here. And see how you can, just by moving your brush, to just let some that you don't paint. And it doesn't have to be consistent. It doesn't have to be that part back there. Oh, that's green. Never mind. Let's go deep in the green. Let's make no mistake about this. This is the green stem. That is the green stem. Oops, I just almost dropped my brush. Here. Darken that up. Okay, I'm gonna go back in here. Let's put some more green hills in. We could put a little cottage there, but I don't want to get it busy in the background. I want the flower to be the star. Maybe a little pasture there. A little rolling pasture. Coming down to the water. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna use that green right over here because it'll be a different tone still. I'm gonna actually go in that with a little bit more. just to really break that up. And then right along the river too. And put some little things along the river. Just some little dib dabs. You don't have to be, like I said, the crocus is our star. The crocus is the star of this. I'm gonna dip this in so it'll flow nicely and come up here. Dip it. And then I'm almost kind of scrubbing the paper. Just now. I can continue this up if I want to create a little hill feel. And I definitely want to put that color back in there. Sometimes you just have to like go with your heart with your paint and just play around. Like I'm just scrubbing the color from that brush on top of that lighter green and pull back and look. I'm loving how that's looking. I gotta fill in that side. Take this, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make a little lighter green. Should have got in there to the yellow. That's what I want right there. That's the color. That'll look good in here. And I hope if you're doing anything for St. Patrick's Day, you're gonna have fun. Just by doing these bands of green. And kind of remember, take your brush the way you feel like the land is flowing. We'll dip that in the water and then come down here. I'm gonna put some of it up on here just because I got some spots there that I would just we'll make them interesting. That's the rough stuff there. But it's so far away we can't see any details really. I'm thinking that I want to put a sky on. I'm thinking it needs a sky. I was going to go the whole way up with the green, but I think it needs a sky. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to come down here with some green. And where I need some more color down in here, I'm just going to let my brush kind of just dance around. I'm not really painting, I'm kind of rolling this. Just kind of rolling it. I think a lot of times we get too precious and we forget that the magic happens when we get out of that comfort zone. So see, I just picked up a couple things there. I'm not going to be painting in strands of grass. We don't need strands of grass because we want this really needs to pop off the page. In here more, just a little light wash over there. At the little mountain going down in. When you're happy with it, and I'm gonna grab a little bluey I'm gonna grab a little bluey, a little, you'll see, that color. Gonna come up here to the tippy top. I love, if you've ever seen a sketchbook frame or a sketchbook painting framed, I mean with this edge still on it, it looks so cool. Morton and I are of two minds of that. He thinks they need cropped. I love how that natural edge looks up there. I'm gonna set you down so I don't wiggle you. This whole thing here I'm gonna do with just a lot of my heavy color up at the top, thick color up at the top, and then into the water. And you want to leave a cloud, just leave it white. Just leave it white. That's how you make your easiest clouds, right here. Big, fluffy, fluffy clouds. Just leave that area white. Just don't touch it. You need some more flavor in your sky, grab some of this up here. Come right down here by the bottom. Make some wispy, 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 wispy clouds. I'm loving this one. I am absolutely loving this. Hope you can see my brush strokes happening from the bottom. I'm just going to go back in here and grab a bit more water, a bit more of that blue. I'm going to come put some little wisp up around these clouds too. Put some more of that blue right in there to really define. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love it. I'm gonna take a little bit of green because this looks detached from here. So I'm gonna darken up some green down here. I wanna ground them. I'm gonna get some nice dark green. A nice dark green, Brad. The brush is a 6 Van Gogh, this whole set. I used to have an Amazon store, Amazon link. Don't worry about it. Get any kind of set from wherever you can get it. Yeah. I do love Van Gogh paints though. They're amazing. So here, this one, I feel like this leaf is kind of detached. So I'm gonna come down here and just put this here with some little sprigs. Even though I said I wasn't gonna put sprigs of grass, I'm gonna put some little, I need some little feels down here to anchor this. The same way here, he needs anchored. We're anchoring the flowers on a hillside in Ireland. These brushes can take abuse too. So once I got my color down, I'm gonna tap it in here. You wanna blur it some more. Just go into your water. Oh, that's good there. That's good there. That's the stuff. Don't be afraid to play. The kids get to have all the fun and kids get to play. I'm refusing to grow up. And yay, paint with me, Melanie. Paint with me. Kids get to have all the fun. We need, which is great. Kids should have fun. We need to have fun too. I'm just gonna put up will-o'-the-wisp here. Little will-o'-the-wisp. Painting specific things. Now I want to do something else over here at this. See how this shoreline? Can you see the difference between that and this? I think this one, I'm gonna put some color there, but not quite that color. I'm gonna grab some of this blue flavor there. I'm just gonna come over and put some stuff there. No idea what it is, does not matter. Maybe make something a little bit higher. And then dab that. Dab that part. There's no rhyme or reason. Who the heck knows what's happening over there? Doesn't matter. So now this part here, I want to put a little more noise on, but I don't want to mess up any other part of the painting. Like, I love noise on a painting. I think it's beautiful. It's like when you put these speckles on like this. I think it really does something. Let me see if I have something here. I do. This I'm gonna take and put right here. I'm gonna take make water on this. Water and kind of a bluey greeny. And then let me set this around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna hold this down. Hold that down with something. And then sprinkle. Turn your brush different ways. Right, turn your brush different ways. And I'm gonna come on and put a little bit of the yellowy stuff on there too. The yellowy stuff I feel is really good. Like a highlight, little light feel. Big reveal, big reveal. It makes it so much better. It does make it so much better. It just doesn't look plain down there then. See? Just doesn't look plain down there then. And because we mask this part off, you don't have spots up here in your water. We only want them up here close. Up here close. And that's Irish crocus. And I had thought about doing some little lines, and I might still do them. I'm gonna need to get up and walk then, because I've been doing this for 49 minutes now. Okay, so I'm gonna come up here. This is where I get kind of nervous, because I'm like, I love it. And then I'm like, oh, why did I do that? I'm gonna just put lightly, loosely, following the curve of the leaf. And this is gonna be one of the times that I don't say, why did I do that? That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna kind of rinse this out a little bit. Made a lovely little brown there. All these colors. Get this off of here. I want to come in and get a little bit of this purple. My brush is still wet, so it'll activate it again. Just a little bit of that purple. That leaf, I'm not going to touch. I love that one. This one right here needs a couple of those little veins. So I'm going to hold my arm loosely and just kind of go with the flow. And you can make some practice strokes with this stuff too, if you want to. Practice passes. Just a couple little ones. That's what we're going for. Put some more paint on there because it dried quick. That, yeah. That little curve around up there. That little curve around. Those little things excite me. It's really easy to overpaint. I do not want to overpaint on this. Into my water. But I'm onto something good here. And I want to get it. That darker red. Yeah, that's the color. I don't want to go with that same color purple because it'd just blend in. We need a little bit of a lift. That one, totally happy. This one back here, I'm gonna come right around this little tip edge. Right around that little tip edge. And then just so carefully, that's all I need back in there. Do you see how it like broke that color up? And I'm gonna just right here, take one and just come, that's it. Yes. If you go on the curve, it really helps with the illusion that it's more 3D than it is. Because we're painting on a flat paper. I'm gonna zoom in to show you. Hopefully you can see all that. So it's just little teeny touches on your painting. Little teeny touches like that will really, really make a difference for you. And painting is like absolutely everything. Oops. I don't know what happened. The comments just disappeared. Did I touch something? Welcome to the live chat, it says. But I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go for a walk until breakfast time, which is about 10 o'clock. I think I'll eat something. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for painting. Thanks for listening to me. And tell me what you think of it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye, Michelle. See you later. Bye-bye.